Well, the Xbox might officially be cooked. We're going to talk about where we're at with Xbox console sales. It's not good. We've known for months it's not good. We're hearing reports that some Targets and Walmarts are actually pulling Xbox off the shelf because they're collecting dust. We know that console sales were down over Christmas for everybody, but especially Xbox. Xbox is barely there. Xbox has entered Sega Master System levels of low sales, I think. It's not looking very good. And given that Microsoft is going all in on AI and pushing AI, and given their ridiculous margins, I think we're looking at a world without an Xbox console pretty soon. Now, that's not going to happen right away. Apparently, they're working on, was it the Helix or something? The new console, which is like a hybrid, and we've got, Xbox licensed handhelds, but that's not sounding good, guys. This is after Phil Spencer got gone, after his assumed successor got gone. They brought this Asha Sharma in, whose background is in AI, and people actually thought Asha was an AI avatar or something, given her robotic responses on social media. But it turns out, I guess she's an actual person, right? They are changing the Xbox logo back to the green, which I thought was pretty interesting, and they did drop the price of their subscriptions, which sounds desperate because apparently it didn't move the needle very much. But yeah, I think they're going to try what they can try with her, and then but just wrap it up, I guess. They'll just turn Xbox into like their gaming streaming gaming platform, or a studio that produces games for other consoles. I don't think there's any coming back from this. I think they're definitely at the bottom of the barrel, and I think consumer trust in Microsoft in general is in an all-time low. It's Microslop, and everybody is bailing on Microslop, and supposedly they're out there, and we might talk about that too in this video since it's all related, but they're supposedly going to try to fix Windows 11 so it's more of a SteamOS competitor, right? So we'll talk about that after we talk about this, but this feels like they're admitting that Xbox is a failure. They're going to try to tweak Windows to maybe run games better, or maybe run, stuff natively, and, the store stuff's already built in. I mean, just from a numbers perspective, Microsoft wants like a 30% margin on video games, and most margins are like 17%, and AAA gaming is dying, and a lot of the shit that they bought, that they acquired, is failing. Halo is failing. Call of Duty's underperforming, right? So it's just not good. Let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. And hey, we don't do a lot of live streams and super chats on this channel. I know that's unusual in our commentary space, but for the cost of a single super chat, you can actually support us at more.clownfishtv.com. That's more.clownfishtv.com. We're building a life raft off of YouTube. We're going to have a backup, and we are posting original content over there, and there's going to be a lot more original content coming, I think, over there, because I don't trust YouTube. I don't trust them. In fact, we have a video about YouTube coming later today over on more.clownfishtv.com. So again, less than the cost of a single super chat, and we can give you videos without a lot of dancing for change. So anyway, let's talk about this. This has come from Windows Central. Player and revenue growth has not yet met our ambitions. Xbox CEO outlines next steps. Okay. Microsoft's quarterly revenue and its Q3 2026 earnings is in for their Q3 2026 earnings. Wait, Q3 2026? Oh yeah, I guess their fiscal year is different. While the company is up overall, it's a different story for Xbox, which has reported declines across the board. Okay. In what feels like a notably honest response, new Xbox CEO Asha Sharma took to X to address the performance directly. Her comment strikes a more candid tone than usual. Let's open this up and see. Xbox earnings today. While we have made progress expanding the business and our margins, player and revenue growth have not yet met our ambition. We know we have work to do to earn every player today and into the future. Yeah, this person says, Anxiety Pigeon says, shake up the industry and make gaming online free again and watch the console sell itself. That automatically will give you a huge one up on PlayStation. PlayStation screwed up big time this week. That whole DRM thing, that was a huge miscalculation. Now, here's the thing. The problem is Microsoft being Microsoft and being this monster of a corporation and looking for infinite profits. They're not going to do that. The smart thing to do, because there's an appetite for it, is for somebody to release a console that you can play offline, that you don't have to constantly log on to the internet to play your single player, mostly offline games. A console that ships games that are mostly complete, like we used to do, but they're not going to do that. I don't think that there may be profit in it, but not enough for a company like Microsoft, right? Correct, says Pixel Pivot Studios. Bring Rare back. We believe in you. Bring back the sexy badass era of the 2000s and the early 2010s. We went to go see Speed Racer last night. I took the kids to go see Speed Racer. It was back in theaters for a limited time. It was only on like 3 nights. So we went to Pittsburgh Mills, which is sad AF. If you guys are in the Pittsburgh area, it's our saddest mall. It's so bad, and they don't even maintain the roads over there. And I was surprised I didn't blow a tire going to see Speed Racer, which would have been kind of ironic. But that whole vibe, like that whole 2000s shiny vibe, like that was golden, man. I mean, that was it. Like, to me, it feels like this was like the last truly great era of gaming. And then we had years of like, And now I am more optimistic because a lot of the newer stuff coming out is pretty good, especially coming out of the indie space. But yeah, we had a while where it was just everything was live service, everything was bland, everything looked like every game looked like every other game. And but they got to bring Halo back. Like, how do you fuck up Halo? Well, the TV show didn't help, but like, yeah, Halo's in sad shape. More backwards compatibility. Family plan for Game Pass, make playing on Xbox social again, great games. You have so much IP that sits around, be bold. It's about profit margins. That's the truth. So she said it's honestly quite straightforward, and that's what Xbox needs to do right now. I'm sure nobody expected Xbox to do a complete 180 in the 2 months since Sharma became CEO, as that would be ridiculous and nothing short of a miracle. For those who don't know, here are the reported earnings for the fiscal year 26 Q3. Hardware revenue down 33%. Xbox content and services revenue down 5%. Gaming revenue down 7%. It's the hardware, because you don't have the hardware, you can't play the games. Now, here's the thing. This particular generation of consoles is old as hell. We're going on, 7 years now of the same hardware? But beyond that, you raise the prices. Nobody does that. That would be like, you know what? We're just going to jack up the price of the NES in 1993 or whatever. It's like, yeah, we know it's been around for like a decade, but you know what? Yeah, let's raise it $50. People are still going to buy it because there's a lot of good games out there. I know the Genesis is out there and there are all these other options, but people line up to pay money because we're Nintendo, man. One thing I don't have in my retro console collection is a top-loading NES. I really need to get one of those. Those were awesome. Fans online have had some choice words. One X user said, this is on Reddit. Sorry, we wouldn't go to X because this is a mainstream media outlet. Xbox needs to bring back the appeal of Xbox consoles, which should be the priority point of the brand. Give us reasons to invest in the platform. It's a sentiment that has been discussed heavily lately, often leading back to the topic of exclusives, something that is reportedly under heavy discussion at Xbox. That's the stupidest thing. We have to think about giving you a reason to buy the console. Because they went all in on that whole Xbox, everywhere thing, right? Anything can be an Xbox. Your refrigerator can be an Xbox. Your television can be an Xbox. Your iPhone can be an Xbox. That was the dumbest shit. At that point, there's no purpose in buying an Xbox. Every game console needs software that drives the purchase, and the reason that a person would pick one console over another console is there are exclusive titles. You have Halo, and you fucked it up. The brand has like no value now. It's so sad. It was like Halo was like it, man. Halo was it for years. and you just destroyed it. I mean, basically what Microsoft did to Halo is like what Disney did to Star Wars and Marvel to some degree, but definitely Star Wars. Like how do you take money in the bank and just burn it, right? People aren't expecting Xbox to rebuild overnight. Many are acknowledging how Sharma is doing so far while also recognizing how much work is left to do. Others, meanwhile, are simply cheering her on, with one user saying, "You can do it." Certainly a refreshing time to be an Xbox fan. It's also refreshing. This is the first real bad news we've had in 2 months. This is unavoidable. Let's hope it isn't followed by more bad news. Fingers crossed. I think this is a Hail Mary pass. I think that they brought her in to try to course correct, but like nobody's buying the console. You got to give people a reason to buy the console. And Targets and Walmarts aren't selling Xbox, but Sony, I mean, here's the thing. Like, guys, not that you're going to take my advice, not that you're even listening to this podcast. Sony just made a huge tactical error with the whole DRM thing. If you guys go in the opposite direction, you might be on to something, but you're not going to because you're part of Microsoft. I think being part of Microsoft is actually holding Xbox back. Just personal opinion. You know, I think if you guys have more autonomy, if you were kind of your own company, maybe you can make better decisions, but Microsoft wants that reportedly a 30% margin on everything, which is almost impossible in the AAA space. I mean, it's not good. So many stories of Targets and Walmart's not even carrying the console anymore because what's the freaking point? So this is coming from Video Game Charts. Xbox declines in March 2026 quarterly report. Hardware revenue down 33%. And again, this is after console sales were down at Christmas time. Things were bad. People expected the Switch 2 to hands down be this like runaway hit for Christmas, the must-have Christmas item. Well, for it to be a must-have item, there's got to be a value proposition, and it had to be a substantial upgrade from the Switch 1, which it is not. It's basically a Switch 1.5. And 2, games worth buying a new console for. And they didn't have that. I'm sorry, a new Mario Kart and a Donkey Kong platformer, not exactly a killer app, right? It wasn't a killer app. So it didn't really move. Actually, I think what outsold the Xbox was the freaking, was it Next Playground, that kids like Connect type thing? It was pretty bad. And I think people are kind of over consoles just in general now because, look, people are pinching pennies. The economy is not good. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your politics are. The economy is not good right now. Gas prices are through the roof, right? The cost of living is through the roof. There's turmoil and strife and civil unrest and all this crazy shit that like, it's like, man, we went into the pandemic and we still haven't left. That's what it feels like. I swear to God, some days it's like the last time things felt normal was like a month before the pandemic. And ever since then, it's just been a freaking roller coaster ride. But things are not good financially, and people are going back, especially with all the DRM shit. They're going back to playing their old consoles. Steam games they got on sale as part of a humble bundle or something, they forgot about. Maybe they bought some for like $2 and they forgot about it. And they're like, you know what? I got plenty of games to play. I don't need new games. I don't need new hardware. But yeah, at Christmas time, Xbox was down 70% year over year. PlayStation went down 40%. Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 unit sales were down by 10%, which is, it's a new console, so people are going to buy it. But, the Xbox saw average price increases of over 30% when everybody's struggling to buy gas and so many people are getting laid off because of the AI implosion that's coming, the AI Armageddon or whatever, or they're worried about it. They're not buying new gadgets and toys or making big purchases or whatever because they're worried they're not going to have a job in 2 months. It's like what you need to be doing is honestly hiring the head of AI to be the head of Xbox when people are worried about, AI slopping games or whatever. Probably not the best move. I'm going to be honest. I mean, maybe she'll do okay. I don't know. I do appreciate them bringing the green logo back, but it's just, Microsoft increased the price of Xbox consoles in most regions on May 1st and the second time in the US on October 3rd. It's twice in a year. So it's not good, guys. There's no way. Like, they're all like, we hope she can do it. I'm like, I don't think it's going to, I think this is their last chance to fix Xbox before they make a decision to, quietly sunset Xbox or license it out, to Asus or whatever, Microsoft's forecast for the quarter ending June 30th expects Xbox content and services to decline in the low teens % against a prior year that benefited from strong content performance, as well as the recent price changes in Xbox Game Pass. Xbox hardware is expected to decline. Again, so telling you, next time it's going to be bad too. I don't know how long they're going to let this go on for before you have to take old Yeller out back. I'm just saying. Right? They went all in on the, Game Pass price hike and, Xbox everywhere and the AI stuff. And people are just like, no more. I'm not paying $1,000 for a shit gaming PC you can't upgrade. So this is kind of related. Microsoft is going to bring SteamOS level of gaming performance to Windows 11, they claim, while cutting back on AI bloat with K2 Project. Can we just get that on our desktops? Microsoft Windows 11 K2 Project will be a step in the right direction, aims to reduce AI bloat and improve overall performance, including gaming, according to YCCF Tech. The Windows 11 operating system has had its ups and downs. Yeah, recall, AI, the Windows Update issue. We have covered it extensively on this channel. Software giant is working to regain the trust of its Windows users with a new project called K2. Windows Central reports this new project is expected to address some of the biggest complaints that are associated with Windows 11. These include cutting back the AI features, reducing bloat, and overall performing the performance and stability. If they would just give you and I said that before, a lot of people said that, just give us a bare bones Windows. If we want the bells and whistles, we can add it later, right? Just give us bare bones Windows that works. Don't force updates on us. Don't force AI on us. I mean, it's not too much of an ask, but how are they going to monetize you? That's just it. How are they going to monetize you? It stated that Microsoft has so far followed an agile method of workflow. They pushed out new features as fast as they could without proper testing. My understanding is it was vibe coded features. This resulted in poor quality, but that has changed with K2. It's not like verification or testing wasn't done before K2. It's just that with K2, the process is going to get a whole lot better to maintain. Internally, Microsoft has discovered some critical areas where they lag behind the competition in terms of performance. No QA department. Or something. It's a robot. These include applications such as File Explorer and games. The company rolled out various updates, but despite that, benchmarks have shown Windows 10 to be faster than Windows 11. Yes, Windows 11, a lot of people, it will destroy your system, especially an older system. Gamers are a key part of the Windows 11 ecosystem, and for this, Microsoft is said to view SteamOS as the benchmark. Microsoft is working to optimize the performance to match the same levels as SteamOS and has internally estimated to outperform the OS within 2 years. Are gamers going to give Microslop 2 years? A lot of them are already migrating to Linux. I'm just saying. And there are videos on this channel about how to do just that. I'm just saying. The aforementioned File Explorer update will deliver big improvements, speedier file navigation interfaces. Windows Update will also require a restart once every month rather than every time a new update lands. Memory usage is expected to see a drop. Oh, thank God for that. Windows K2 sounds too good to be true. Guys, in 2 years, time, we'll be where our competition is right now. It's not even competition. Like, it's so easy to upgrade to. If you're a gamer, just Linux, man. Most games run great on Linux. There's no bloat. I'm just saying. And most gamers, I think serious gamers are migrating to PC anyway. They're migrating out of the console ecosystem. I think Nintendo will always have a place. Maybe Sony, but Nintendo for sure, I think will always have a place, with some kind of physical console/toy hybrid thing. But Xbox, I think we might be looking at the end of the road. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know if they're coming back from this. So I'm going to wrap it up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later.